Join us as we tour Menifee's past through images, stories of pioneer families, and the special places that contribute to the story of Menifee's early beginnings. After viewing this video, locate the monument on the map that is available on our website, menifeehistory.com. In the 1880s, as Menifee's first homesteaders and early pioneer families arrived, they needed a place for their children to be educated. So they set out to build a permanent school to replace this little wooden structure that had been built by local farmers. On March 31, 1890, William Snoddy gave 1.5 acres of land for a school that was located on the southwest corner of Newport and Bradley Road. The schoolhouse was built by the County of San Diego in 1890. Riverside County was established 3 years later in 1893. The schoolhouse had 2 classrooms with factory-made desks, a library, and 2 outhouses. On the roof was a belfry that rung each morning at the start of school. In her 1954 biography, Etta Cook wrote, "All the children thought it was a wonderful building and could hardly wait for school to begin." The school was located on the southwest corner of Newport and Bradley Road. In this photo, the 1890 schoolhouse is superimposed on the site. Our records show that near the school was a blacksmith shop and a small store with a post office inside. The students walked, rode bicycles, and some rode horses to school. In the early days, a few came by horse and wagon. The children in 1st through 8th grades were taught by one teacher, Miss Eliza Auld, shown here with her students in 1891 on the steps of the schoolhouse. Later, the classes were divided with advanced classes in the East Room. In this photo, Mr. Stearns is teaching his class. Instead of paper, children used writing slates. This slate has the initials NK written on the wood. It belonged to Norma Kittleson. For 7 years, high school-age students in Menifee Valley attended classes at the 1890 schoolhouse as a separate administration, Vale Union High School. Only 2 high school students came the first day of school. High school students were served at this location until 1898, when a new high school in Paris was built. In 1916, lightning struck the belfry while school was in session. The bell fell through the roof. Thankfully, no one was injured. In 1921, this Model T Ford was the first school bus to transport students 11 miles away to Paris Union High School. Ralph Wickard was the first driver, and soon after, his cousin Jay Wickard drove the children to school. The schoolhouse also served as a community center for gatherings, holiday celebrations, and meetings. The Literary Society held parties, socials, and dances for Menifee residents. From 1939 until 1947, the Antelope Menifee Home Department Club members, seen here on an outing, held their meetings in the schoolhouse. Homecoming events started in 1940 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Menifee Schoolhouse. Former residents, pupils, and teachers were invited. The yearly reunions continued at the school until 1954. The 1954 homecoming invitations asked former students to write about their lives and memories of Menifee Valley, especially about the school and activities they could recollect. We have almost 50 biographies in our collection. In 1952, the Antelope and Menifee schools decided to consolidate as Menifee Union School District. A new school, Menifee Elementary, was built and opened in 1953 on Garbani Road, just east of Marietta Road. The bell from the 1890 schoolhouse was moved to the new Menifee Elementary School and resided there until the school closed in 2008. The bell is now in the lobby of the Menifee Union School District. In 1971, the 1890 schoolhouse was lost to a fire after standing for 81 years. Records show that many of the students that attended Menifee's 1890 schoolhouse continued on to higher education and successful careers. To view the other videos, visit our website at menifeehistory.com and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Menifee Valley Historical Association appreciates the approval of our grant request from the Riverside County Board of Supervisors and matching funds from the City of Menifee.